Hi everybody, this is Lily and I am back. I haven't made a video in last year or so, and I know many of you have been waiting for it, so I thank you so much for being so patient. So I'm back today with this video as an introduction for my new series of videos that I'm going to be making. So for those of you that know me and know my previous videos, you know that I don't hold anything back. I say what I think. So here I go. You know, there is a lot of energetic changes on Earth's timeline that we've been witnessing. And so a lot of those changes are starting to manifest. And so, of course, I'm very excited to present this new series about Earth correction timeline that I've been working on it for this last year. I thank you all for tuning in, and just to give a little overview of my last 2 years and what's out there, you know, as most of you know, in September of 2014, I originally came out with a state of collective human consciousness graph, and I released it publicly, and ever since I've been talking a lot about you know, who gypsy souls are, or as I called it, Earthlings are, and you know, from the very beginning I called myself Lily Earthling. So I'm an Earthling, and in those videos and my interviews I talk a lot about this collective human consciousness, and I've been ever since decoding matrix timeline and this matrix mind control system. It's programming and the means of control. I've been talking about the hidden psychic war against human consciousness. I've been talking about its mechanics and the control structure of it, and the hierarchical control structure of it. Who, how, when, and all of that stuff. I've been also talking about a lot about what is at the core or at the root of this matrix system. And this has been the core or the root of this matrix system, has been my biggest passion. Because like I put it in the past, I wanted to cut this bitch's head off. I've been wanting to cut this bitch's head off since I was about 5 years old. So here I am, ready to move forward into that direction. And I also, in this last 2 years, I've been talking a lot about that and bringing forth a lot of Earth correction timeline energetic progression and updates. And so very recently there's a lot of shifting in energetic grid of the planet, and also with the collective human consciousness. So there's a lot of shifting and changing that is happening, bringing Earth's correction timeline into manifestation right now, which I've also been talking about that by 2017 we will start seeing a lot of manifestations of this correction timeline. As we've been preparing, as us Earthlings, we've been preparing in this last 2 years. That's what I've been talking about, is preparing for this time and preparing to be the cleanup crew, as I called us in the past. We are the cleanup crew. We have to deconstruct this matrix system and clean it up, and we got to do it collectively. And as I recently been revealing about what will be happening on the collective human consciousness level in 2017, and this is all starting to manifest. So it begins. And I'm very excited about that, and I'm bursting at the seams here with a lot of information and updates that I would like to share with my fellow Earthlings out there. I also understand that the reality the reality of the matrix, the mind control, humanity, it seems very dark. It might seem painful, but we can no longer be in denial of it. We cannot stay in denial of it. And this year, 2017, it will be impossible for any human being to stay in denial of it. It needs to be revealed. And it needs to be deconstructed. And it needs to be cleaned up by the Earthlings, by those that are here to do that. And as I recently talked about a little bit about when I was 13 years old, I knew that this time will come. And it's here now. So I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited about the future of humanity. And just as like I revealed last August, that Earth's intent is to reveal all that are infected or possessed or serving this invasive parasitic force. This invasive parasitic force is human enemy. And there is a lot of human minions that serve our enemy. And they're all will have to be revealed. That was Earth's intent. And this process is starting to manifest on a global scale right now. I have called this process a domino effect. And very recently we have witnessed the first dominoes falling. And once I said this, once the dominoes start falling, there is no stopping of this. There is no stopping of this. This is a human revolution or a human evolution. We're in it. It has begun. It is time for humanity to reclaim our power. It is time for humanity to reclaim our freedom. It is time for humanity to reclaim our creator self. By stepping into this self-metamorphosis process, reclaiming and restoring human living spirit through direct experience of source within. This direct experience will bring unmistakable change in perception, empowering human being to stand as a wisdom warrior. To stand as a wisdom warrior. Warrior stand cannot be actualized by, can only be actualized by recognition that you are enslaved and controlled by the matrix through your own mind. And the only way to free yourself from the matrix is to free your own mind. And to free your own mind is to know the self, the creator self. To know the self is to know your spirit. Spirit is a living, universal source within you. It is a force that animates you as a human being. It is a living spirit within. That's self. Self-initiation into this universal living field of all creation, of all that it is self-realization path, that some of spiritual teachings had called it in the past, or a self-empowerment path, or as I just call it, it's self-metamorphosis path. To stand in power and freedom as a human being, you must dissolve the matrix. We must dissolve the matrix within first. In the past series of my videos, my previous series of videos, I called it a healing process. This process of self-empowering is a stand. It is a stand in the knowing that you are source creator in human form. A wisdom warrior stand is a stand in knowing that you are creator, source creator in human form. That's who you are. This is the true awakening of a human being. This is a true awakening. This is a true evolution of humanity. True awakened human being does not seek validation from matrix world. True awakened human being does not look for strength or support or direction from programmed world or its human minions or the technology. And I've talked a lot about technology in the past. I talked about psychic technology or spiritual technology, as I sometimes refer to. But it also is a physical technology. Awakened human being does not seek validation from it. Or, for that matter, any other source. Because awakened human being is a source creator in human form. This is why it is laughable to me. And this is why I so don't give any fucks about some of these alternative spiritual media personalities that say or thinks about me. I don't give a fuck what they think or say about me. I haven't given one little fuck about it. It is due to their own spiritual ignorance, matrix programming and conditioning, that they are unaware. They're unaware of their own unconscious mind enslavement. They're unable to comprehend levels and complexities of controlled human consciousness labyrinth. Due to their spiritual ignorance, they will look for the system of control to give them a way out of the matrix. Going through a labyrinth of matrix set up rabbit holes, which is nothing more than an illusion of awakening. I call this process in the past as fake awakening. And I said that in the past I said that 95% of alternative spiritual communities or a truth movement is going through this illusionary awakening process. It was not real. It was set up by the matrix. As they go through this labyrinth of illusion of awakening, they will feel more and more lost. Just as Matrix intended. Just as Matrix intended. It will leave them with more questions than answers. Matrix will present them a new discovery in the Matrix. A new disclosure source. A new white hat. A new informant. A new console. A new alien information. A new channeling. The list goes on. You get me. When their list it's probably has 1,000,001 things on it that will be presented into that labyrinth of entrapment to keep them lost, to keep them distracted, to keep them lost in the system, presenting all this as new programs. The matrix will spit out whatever at them. And as they go through this labyrinth of illusion of awakening, thinking that they're escaping the matrix, they're just going to get more and more lost in it. Illusion of awakening. So I will say I will say this to you, to those of you. If you're ignorant enough to believe that matrix has built in an exit for you to get out of it, then you're totally ignorant enough to be fully controlled by it. So I will repeat that. If you're ignorant enough to believe that the matrix system has built in an exit for you, or that it has built in any ability for you to create your own little safe dimension within it, you are ignorant enough to be fully controlled by it, and you are. And you are. Period. You live in an illusion. You live in a hamster wheel, like a hamster, believing that you're spiritually evolving and moving and growing spiritually. You're living in self-deception. You're living in self-deception, believing in false evolution and believing in false spiritual growth. Step out of the wheel. You have to step out of the wheel and become a wisdom warrior, wild wisdom warrior, by going within and claiming your universal source power within you. You reclaim your true self. Your true self is source creator embodied in human form. That's who you are. I will repeat that. Who you are is your source creator embodied in human form. That's who you are. Step out of the wheel. Reclaim your own power. Reclaim your true self. Only then, and only then, you can stand as a wild wisdom warrior. Wild, free, and unlimited. Wisdom in gnosis, in knowledge, in knowing. Warrior, embodied, living source spirit. Source creator, embodied in human form, empowered by universal living field of all creation. This is who you are. This is truly who you are as a human being. This is a true awakening of humanity to who we are. This is a true awakening that I've been talking about in the last 2 years. That's who you are. As this earth warrior who answered earth call to action, you then can stand in your true self. And the time to stand is here. The time to stand is here. What is your choice? What is your choice? Do you choose to stand as a source creator in human form? Or do you choose to stand in the victim field of matrix control system, living an illusion of escaping it? There is no middle ground here. There is no middle ground here. This is what I talked about, or this is what I meant when in the beginning of this year I put another update graph for Earth correction timeline and also a matrix deconstruction timeline. And in there I said 2017, your choice is clear and visible. If you stand in deception, you only stand in self-deception. Because all deception is only a self-deception. If you stand in source, you stand in universal power. And you are a warrior. You're a wild wisdom warrior. This choice has always been yours. Always. And I've been, in the last 2 years, been driving this. And all of my talks and all of my videos that I've done, I've been sharing this, that the choice is yours. It was always yours. Because I can't make that choice for anyone but myself. And I made my choice. Now it's what your choice is. It is for you to make. Don't deceive yourself. There is no neutral choice in 2017. If you choose not to choose, it is still a choice. It is a choice to stand in spiritual ignorance. You are choosing victim field of existence, fully dependent on matrix construct as a mind slave of it. But that choice is still yours. You are still responsible for your choice. So, this is my next series of videos. I'm making it mostly for wisdom warriors. I have a lot of subjects that I would like to share with you, my fellow Earthlings. I have at least right now 20 subjects, so this series is going to be quite a long one. And I'm sure there's going to be more in this process as we move forward on this correction timeline. There is a lot that I would like to share with you. So this is my new channel, YouTube channel. So please subscribe to it if you would like to follow this series. Just to give you a few little ideas about what some of the subject that I will be bringing up is, I will be talking a lot about this self-metamorphosis process, about the initiation, transformation, and reclaiming your true self. I'll also be talking a lot about the living universal field of creation and its laws, universal law and so on. But of course the matrix is in deconstruct right now. And so of course for the cleanup crew, as I called you, my dear Earthlings, you are the cleanup crew. So for the cleanup crew, there is going to be a lot of topics too that are going to include like what is this psychic oppression and of collective human consciousness. So I will be talking a lot about that spiritual or a psychic technology. So I'll be expanding on those subjects a lot. And of course, my biggest passion is the bitch that I want to cut its head off. And so that's the God program and the imposter God. And so all the religious programming and all that goes with that whole thing. So that's what's at the root of this matrix system. So I will be having quite a few subjects that have to do with that, with the God program. So I thank you, all of you. I thank you for your patience in waiting for this new series. And for those of you that are new to my information, I welcome you and thank you for tuning in. I'm looking forward to my next video. So I'll see you again soon. Thank you. I love you all. Stay wild.